The allure of the USA, dreams, opportunities, and the trap of scams targeting Black women. The United States continues to be a beacon of opportunity and adventure for many. For Black women, the dream of traveling to the U.S. can be particularly alluring, whether for education, work, or leisure. The prospect of exploring iconic cities like New York, Los Angeles, or Washington, D.C., experiencing American culture firsthand and connecting with the African American community there, is incredibly appealing. But like any captivating narrative, the American dream has its shadows. And for Black women, there exists a darker side to this journey, a lurking danger that threatens to shatter dreams and leave them financially drained. In this episode, we'll pull back the curtain, shedding light on the scams, pitfalls, and hidden threats that target Black women seeking to realize their American dream. Stay tuned, and let's dive into this critical conversation. Are you new here? Welcome. Please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our latest videos. Before we dive into the main topic, let's talk about what inspired today's episode. We've been noticing a troubling trend in the comments section of our videos. Some viewers have expressed a desire to visit the United States, while others have shared experiences of being scammed or mistreated while in America. These stories have prompted us to research further, and we've discovered a disturbing pattern of scams and discriminatory practices targeting Black women travelers in the United States. We feel it's crucial to shed light on these issues to protect and empower our audience. So today's episode is dedicated to raising awareness and providing valuable insights to ensure that every Black woman who dreams of visiting the U.S. is well-informed and prepared for potential challenges. Our goal is to create an open dialogue and provide a platform for sharing experiences, knowledge, and resources that can help prevent scams and discrimination. Through this episode, we hope to equip our viewers with the necessary tools and information to navigate their travels safely and confidently. Remember, knowledge is power, and by sharing these crucial insights, we can collectively make a difference. Together, we can continue to explore and embrace new experiences while staying informed and empowered. So please share your thoughts and experiences, and let's continue this important conversation. Scams disguised as travel opportunities and partnerships. On the surface, the internet offers a vast landscape of opportunities, but beneath this digital allure lie traps. Scammers cunningly craft schemes targeting Black women's desire for travel and meaningful online connections. Fake profiles on social media platforms are created, luring potential victims with promises of incredible trips or lucrative partnerships, while the latter typically involves requests for upfront investments in exchange for promised returns or opportunities. Take the case of Tanya, a young professional who harbored a lifelong dream of visiting California. One day she received a direct message on Instagram from a profile claiming to be a travel agency, catering to Black travelers. The agency's page displayed images of smiling people on trips and testimonials that appeared genuine. They proposed an all-expenses-paid trip to Los Angeles in exchange for a few promotional posts on her social media channels. Excited by the opportunity, Tanya accepted and transferred a booking fee of $300. However, the next day she received a message stating that due to unforeseen circumstances, they needed an additional $150. Suspicious, Tanya decided not to proceed and requested a refund. Unfortunately, all her messages went unanswered and the profile became unresponsive. Tanya realized she had been scammed and lost $300. Similarly, fake travel influencers have gained notoriety for promoting exclusive workshops or guides at exorbitant prices. These individuals often portray themselves as successful travelers or experts, enticing others with promises of privileged access and discounts. However, once the payment is made, the promised content is either generic, non-existent, or never delivered. In essence, it's a mere ploy to extract money from unsuspecting followers. Furthermore, fake partnership opportunities also pose a significant threat. Scammers impersonate representatives from travel brands or hotels offering supposed collaborations or promotions. They request an upfront payment for alleged marketing expenses or registration fees. However, these partnerships never materialize, and the victims are left not only out of pocket, but also disillusioned with their shattered dreams of recognition or collaboration. To safeguard against these intricate online scams, it's crucial to exercise extreme caution when dealing with unsolicited offers, especially those promising substantial rewards or hefty discounts. Before parting with any money, conduct thorough research to confirm the credibility of individuals or organizations and verify their track records. Legitimate entities will not pressure you to make immediate decisions or demand upfront payments. Moreover, it's advisable to read the fine print and understand the terms and conditions before committing to any agreement. By adopting a cautious approach and taking these preventive measures, you can significantly reduce the risk of falling victim to these deceptive scams. The special treatment that costs extra, surcharges and unfair charges. While overt discrimination may be frowned upon, subtle and insidious forms persist, preying on the vulnerabilities of Black women. One such manifestation is the imposition of special treatment, which in reality translates into higher charges or extra fees not explicitly disclosed to Black women travelers. Picture this: Simone has always dreamed of visiting Miami and decided to rent a car to explore the city. After lengthy negotiations with the rental company, the price seemed reasonable. However, during the finalization of the paperwork, she noticed additional and unmentioned fees. A mandatory extra insurance, increased mileage charges, or even hidden refueling costs were included, making the final bill significantly higher than initially anticipated. When she inquired about these charges, the agent simply stated that they were standard, but failed to explain why they were not discussed earlier. Disturbed by this bait-and-switch tactic, Simone paid the inflated amount, but couldn't shake off the feeling that she was being unfairly targeted because of her race. This unjust treatment is not an isolated incident. It appears that Black women are increasingly facing unfair surcharges and undisclosed fees when utilizing services designed to be readily accessible to everyone. Whether it's at car rental counters, hotels, or even ride-sharing apps, Black women find themselves burdened with additional financial obligations that are rarely justified or transparent. In fact, some Black women have reported instances of being overcharged for services compared to their white counterparts. For example, while hailing a cab or activating a ride-sharing service, Black women often find themselves quoted higher fares for the same route traveled by white passengers. These disparate charges raise questions about racial discrimination and the perpetuation of systemic biases. It is crucial to be vigilant against such tactics and proactive in advocating for equal and transparent treatment. Fake protection and guide services. Scammers often capitalize on the vulnerability of solo travelers, particularly Black women. By preying on their desire for safety and companionship, they offer fake protection services or guide assistance, aiming to deceive and exploit these travelers. Imagine Nia, a young woman from Ghana traveling to New York for the first time. Eager to explore the bustling city, Nia decided to seek local guidance. As she strolled through Times Square, a friendly stranger approached her, introducing himself as a personal guide who knew the city's hidden gems and could ensure her safety. Reassured by his offer, Nia engaged his services. The guide led her through crowded streets and tourist hotspots, all the while keeping her distracted. At the end of the day, he presented a hefty bill for his services, which Nia found unreasonable and disputed. However, the guide refused to budge, threatening to call the police if she didn't pay up. Feeling threatened and confused, Nia ended up paying the exorbitant amount. Only later did she realize that she had been tricked into paying for a service that had no real value. To protect yourself from such scams, it's crucial to be wary of unsolicited offers of help or companionship from strangers. Conduct thorough research to identify reputable local guides and services, and always clarify the terms and fees beforehand. Scams in vacation rentals and accommodations. The quest for a safe and welcoming place to stay is fundamental to any trip. However, scammers capitalize on this need by creating fake vacation rental and accommodation listings, sometimes specifically targeting Black women travelers. These fraudulent listings often promise a unique experience or cater to specific communities, aiming to lure unsuspecting victims. Let's consider Kendra's experience while searching for an apartment to rent during her trip to Atlanta. She came across a listing that stood out for featuring a welcoming space for Black women. The ad included photos of a beautifully decorated Afro-inspired apartment with amenities tailored to the target audience. Intrigued, Kendra reached out to the host and expressed interest in booking. The host promptly responded, eager to finalize the reservation. However, during the booking process, the host requested an upfront payment to secure the reservation. Suspicious, Kendra decided to investigate further. Upon searching the address, she discovered that the property did not exist, and the host's contact information was linked to several other fraudulent listings. Realizing she had stumbled upon a scam, Kendra canceled the transaction and sought a refund. Yet her efforts proved futile as the host ignored her messages. To shield yourself from such deceptions, exercise caution when booking accommodations. Opt for reputable platforms that offer secure payment gateways and verified listings. Be wary of unusually low prices or listings that promise unique experiences to specific groups. Always research thoroughly and verify the authenticity of the listing before making any payments. While the American dream continues to beckon, it's imperative for Black women to navigate this terrain with awareness and resilience. By understanding the subtle yet pervasive nature of these scams and discriminatory practices, Black women can better fortify themselves against the lurking dangers. Knowledge serves as the first line of defense, empowering them to make informed decisions, spot warning signs, and protect themselves from falling prey to these schemes. Sharing experiences and creating support networks is also vital. By amplifying their voices and learning from one another, Black women can build a collective shield against exploitation and injustice. Reporting such incidents to relevant authorities is equally crucial in holding perpetrators accountable and curbing their illicit activities. Moreover, embracing financial literacy and preparedness is a proactive step toward mitigating the impact of these scams. By keeping meticulous financial records, practicing responsible spending habits, and diversifying income sources, Black women can better recover from financial setbacks caused by these schemes. Finally, fostering cultural competence and embracing cultural pride is an essential aspect of navigating these challenges. Understanding and celebrating their African heritage, values, and traditions can serve as a source of strength, resilience, and identity, allowing Black women to thrive both personally and professionally in their pursuit of the American dream. The road to realizing the American dream for Black women is paved with both promise and peril. By acknowledging the darker shadows that lurk along the way, Black women can confront these challenges head-on, dismantle the barriers that stand in their path, and pave the way for a brighter, more inclusive future. What are your thoughts on the issues raised in this episode? Have you encountered similar experiences while traveling abroad or living in the United States? Share your stories, insights, and recommendations in the comments section below. Your experiences can help raise awareness and provide valuable guidance to others. Additionally, if you found this episode informative and empowering, please hit the like button, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe for more insightful content. Together, we can continue to amplify Black voices, promote cultural understanding, and celebrate the resilience of Black women worldwide. Thanks for joining us on this important conversation.